Hey everyone, how you doing? We're hard at work on our second season out here for the CrownFox Habitat channel. But I wanted to share this little mini documentary that I just finished. And it's about the property out here. I'm always telling stories about the crazy history of this property that our habitat is on, because it's the first area that people really came to when they settled Texas. And so with the help of Midjourney, I created some like crazy, unbelievable footage from the 18-somethings. And my friends, the Lost Pines, this bluegrass band that are just killer, perfect combination for a documentary like this. So really excited about it. I think it's fun. I'm really proud of it. I did the whole thing myself. So get a cup of coffee, percolate with me, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about it out here. It's pretty cool, and stay tuned. Second season's coming at you soon.
Just east of Austin, nestled in a quiet bend of the Colorado River, sits a patch of land with deeper roots than most Texans realize. This is Hornsby Bend, once a frontier outpost, now a living piece of history. In 1832, Ruben Hornsby arrived here with his wife Sarah and their 7 children. They built one of the first Anglo-American homesteads in what would become Travis County. Ruben wasn't just a settler, he was Stephen F. Austin's official surveyor, mapping out land grants for the colony. And also not just a surveyor. Ruben Hornsby was one of the first settlers of Austin's colony. Stephen F. Austin arrived in Texas in 1821, determined to carry out his father's dream of bringing settlers to this frontier. He negotiated tirelessly with Mexico to grant land titles to hundreds of families. Austin's mission was to bring a peaceful, thriving colony to the Brazos and Colorado rivers. His efforts earned him the name Father of Texas. And men like Ruben Hornsby were the backbone of that mission, surveyors, pioneers, and defenders who shaped the map of what would become Texas. The family built a stockade they called Hornsby Station. It became a fortified refuge during skirmishes with indigenous groups resisting settlement. At one point, 17 families took shelter behind its walls. Ruben and his sons joined the early Texas Rangers defending the frontier. And they paid a heavy price. 2 sons, Joseph and Daniel, died violently. One in battle, another on a surveying trip. Both were buried on a hill overlooking the station. That hill became Hornsby Cemetery, and it's still there today. Life on the frontier brought constant danger. One night, Sarah Hornsby had a terrifying dream. She saw blood and heard a voice telling her that John Wilbarger, a friend and fellow settler, was in trouble. She insisted Ruben ride out and look for him. Deep in the woods, Ruben found Wilbarger, scalped and wounded, but miraculously alive. Stories like this defined frontier Texas. It was a land of risk and fierce loyalty. Ruben Hornsby's courage extended beyond surveying. He joined the early Texas Rangers, defending settlers, scouting territory, and standing guard over the new frontier. This small community was a community of firsts. First school, first post office, first ferry across the Colorado, and all from a log cabin with a dirt floor. By the 1850s, another key figure arrived, William Dunlop Hunter. He bought land just downriver and built a large home that still stands today. The Hunter place was more than a house. It became a post office, a cotton gin, and it even had its own general store. Dunlop was a bit of a prairie eccentric. He cataloged grasses, experimented with farming, and dreamed of building a small township. The area around Hunter's Bend thrived at his micro-hub of early Texas life. The Civil War came and changed everything. Men left to fight. Families stayed and struggled. But the Hornsby and the Hunter lands endured. That resilience carried the community into the new century. One descendant of the Hornsby clan left his mark in baseball. Rogers Hornsby, a legend with a .424 batting average. He's buried right here near the place of his ancestors that they settled almost 200 years ago. As we stand here at CrownFox Habitat, it's impossible not to think about all the footsteps and stories that came before ours, and to also acknowledge that we hear mostly from one side of these stories. This land holds a history of pioneers carving out a future, but it also holds the weight of a painful past. While men like Ruben Hornsby and William Dunlop Hunter were building homes and communities, there was also slavery here. And indigenous people who had lived here on this soil for generations. They were forced away or killed. These men were pioneers, but they were also people with flaws, blind spots, and sometimes blood on their hands. That's history. It's complex. And we can't tell the story of Hornsby Bend without saying that plainly. Even knowing all that, we still feel drawn to this place because the truth is the same dirt once held moments of hope, survival, and dreams of a new beginning. Our land at CrownFox Habitat lies right across the road from William Dunlop Hunter's big house. A house that still stands there to this day. Some of our 20 acres were likely part of Hunter's village. A cotton gin, a post office, a store. It's surreal to think that where we're building trails and planting trees, having meditation workshops, traders were once arguing over prices and surveyors camped out under the stars. History is messy. It's heroic and shameful all at once. We feel connected to all of it. And we believe we honor the past best by learning from it and by making this land a place where new, better stories can take root.